8,000 tickets gone. Things have really gone up a notch here. It's bigger than ever. Is that the case, Josh?
Yeah, man. It's good to see everyone here as well. Something different. But yeah, we're days away now. Bigger than ever, that's good. The bigger the better, so all of the marbles.
Dan, you must feel like you've been waiting for this shot forever.
Yeah, I've worked my way up. Yeah, now we're here, headlining Wembley, all the marbles. So yeah.
We're gonna have to speak up so everybody can hear it. We've got to start with the injury. Are we feeling we're fully fit? We good?
Yeah, of course, I won't be here for, obviously there's loads of conspiracy that's been going around. You know, Josh himself said, there's things coming from my side that ain't adding up, but yeah, man, I'm here, man.
It's an uncomfortable question, but was this man injured, Josh?
You gotta ask him, he's sitting right here.
I'm asking you.
I have no idea. Johnny, I have no idea, man. People asking me all these questions about Dan and that. I'm like, ask Dan. Was he injured? I wasn't there, I wasn't part of his camp, so I'll never know.
Do you believe it?
Some days I'm like, nah.
Why would I fake an injury to fight you, a couple months later?
Dan, that's for you to answer to all of these people.
I forget about them, I'm asking you.
I have no idea. That's why when Johnny asked me, I said, I don't know.
We need more time.
2 months.
Not 2 months.
You called him a diva,
Yeah.
a crybaby.
Yeah.
You sitting by those things? You still sitting on that?
Yeah, because, obviously with all the comments of, oh yeah, Ben's my best mate and this, that and the third, because he's used to having it a certain way, do you know what I mean? And I think obviously when things didn't go how he wanted it to go, he had a bit of a tantrum. Oh, Ben's your best mate, Sky are against me, Boxer against me. So he was behaving like a diva, do you know what I mean?
Are you a diva?
Sometimes. Sometimes. You gotta be. It's boxing, put yourself first. Be selfish.
A crybaby?
Sometimes.
He had a tantrum, yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I have a lot of tantrums.
He's suggesting that you threw your toys out the pram.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any, has it got any legs? Is it true?
I don't even know, man. I saw, there was a clip online and it says, Azeez says, Buatsi's a diva. Did I click on it? No, I'm not reading into it, Johnny. I think most importantly, we're gonna fight on Saturday. So there's a lot of things going on, but I don't care for it. I'm here for Saturday.
He said you're rattled.
You said what?
He said you're rattled.
I'm what?
Rattled.
Rattled?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you? You're bubbling.
The only rattling feeling I've got is for Saturday. If I'm rattled, so be it. For Saturday.
Is he down? Is he rattled?
Yeah, he threw his toys out the pram, so yeah, I guess he is, innit?
Do you think you're getting to him? Do you think, because each time you keep saying you don't want to be the inside, you keep saying, you keep trying to find the pressure, do you think he's rattled at all by the things you're saying and doing?
I don't know about rattled, but like, we was on TalkSport the other day and he was like, nah, I'm the underdog and like, come on, like, let's not, like, I understand the whole thing about, yeah, you want to fight like a champion, but you train like the underdog, but this is what I mean when I was talking about pressure. I'm not talking about in a fight, like, he can deal with pressure, he brings pressure, but I'm talking about he don't like the pressure of you're supposed to go in there, do the job and do your thing. He doesn't.
The
he
responsibility.
Doesn't like, yes, he don't like it. And it's am I fair in saying so?
You don't need to ask me. If it's your statement, stand on it.
No, but I'm asking you. We're here, so head to head.
To answer that, I always say that there's been pressure in every fight. You go to the Olympic Games, so when you come, there's an expectation. There's always pressure on you, but I always say is, if you're in that surrounding or in that sphere entertaining it, then you're gonna feel it.
But do you like it?
I couldn't care for it. It
You
exists.
do, because you don't believe you're the. You keep on
exists,
saying you're not the underdog,
Like,
and
it exists. Whether these guys are here or not, it exists. I don't need to acknowledge all these people here. It exists. Saturday is an important night. We know it. I just don't talk about it.
Your team was saying he was rattled yesterday in the workout.
Ask them then. You gotta ask me what I said, Johnny. You gotta ask them what they said.
Do you feel like he questions your honesty, your integrity?
yeah, no, for sure. If you,
With all the conspiracy theories and everything that's said, do you feel like he questions it?
yeah, when he comes out with statements like that, but I believe deep down he knows like I'm not that kind of fighter. But to just put it out there and try and, you know, maybe get under my skin, maybe try and rattle me, that's when I'm like, come on, like, do you know what I'm saying? So
I'm trying to figure out, is it added to your motivation? Your hunger, your desire?
my desire, my motivation don't change, you know what I mean? I've got a job to do on Saturday, regardless, you know, whether he thinks I'm faking this or whatever. I still got a job to do, man.
It's got to have added something though. It's got to have just put some more fire in your belly. It's got to give you something else.
No, the fire's always there, Johnny, man. It's always there, man. Regardless of whether he says anything, it's always there. So,
Do you think he's more dangerous now than the guy you knew that you used to spar with?
Yeah. Dan fights better than he spars. So I'm not expecting the same dude I've been sparring. I'm expecting the best version of what he's good at. So absolutely, I said this from the beginning. So it's not new news.
Do you feel like you don't get the deserve you respect from Josh?
no, I do get the respect, but when the fight first happened, I thought, yeah, because I was told, you know, he asked for the fight.
We've had this argument before.
No, do you know what I mean? And I thought, okay, so what? He's turned down other fights, but he's picking me. So from then, I thought, okay, he doesn't rate me. He doesn't respect me. He definitely feels I'm the one he can just go over and then, you know, push him from there. No, I still believe that.
Okay.
Yeah, I still believe that.
You've said he has more to lose. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, I guess we've both got the same amount of things to lose, man. I won't say that.
Dan.
No. We both definitely have got, because this isn't a fight I'm going in there and can afford to lose. Like, do you know what I mean?
But you
the
did say-
expectation is more on him.
But you did say he had more to lose.
I guess, you know, because of the expectation he's been built, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not even, you know what I mean? And in that sense, that's what I mean. He has got more to lose because the expectation is from him in that sense. But I know the pressure I put on myself, what I expect from myself, yes, I've got a lot to lose too.
Joshua, do you have more to lose? Do you feel like that? Do you feel like the pressure's heaped on you more than
I'll
him?
say there's a lot to lose, and I'll put it on myself, yes. Me as Buatsi talking to myself and my people, there's a lot to lose. So there's definitely a lot to lose. And
Everyone's putting
there's
it
a
on
lot,
you, not just yourself.
I'll tell you one thing, there's a lot to lose, yeah, and it's not because of boxing or of all of this, because I can always backtrack and go back and see where I've come from to here. So Dan says he's not supposed to be here, but there's a lot of back steps that I can take in my life and say, bro, I wasn't even meant to be in England. So going way back then and thinking about that and processing my journey and where I've come from and my family, to think I'm here headline shows in front of people and stuff like that, it's crazy. I'm blessed, man.
But you are the A side, even though he's got all the belts. It's Buatsi v Azeez.
As it should be, yeah.
And that's how it should be. So do you feel as though most of the pressure is on you?
Yeah.
The expectation.
All of that, John. Yeah. But it's not new. This is what I keep saying. It's not new. Okay. The
As it
pressure's
should be.
there.
Johnny, yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Should it be?
That's what I'm asking you. As it should be. That's what you said.
Should it be? Why should it be?
That's how they made it. Ask your boy Ben.
Johnny, I'll tell you a story, yeah. I went to Sky Sports, yeah, to do an interview, and I was like, you know, how come it's like Buatsi versus Azeez? It's my belts that's on the line. Do you know what they said to me?
What?
And I won't throw anyone under the bus.
Throw under the bus.
Because Buatsi will start crying if it's the other way around.
Yeah, I should do.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I should.
So that's the reason. I'm not really too fast, but it is what it is. But this is why I said, behaves like a diva.
Does that make you hungry? Does it make you? Do you want to prove?
Yeah, because I
everyone
want to
wrong?
prove everyone wrong and prove myself right. In every fight, all my fights. Like I said, on paper, I'm not supposed to be here. Do you know what I mean? I come up the small hallway. I've been in how many fights where they're like, yeah, we don't know if Dan's going to win. You know, it's 50-50 fights. He's been in situations where he's always the favourite. So it's just, we're both in positions where we're similar. We've been in a similar positions. Like, it's just who's going to carry on that same thing. Like, he's always been the favourite and he's always won.
Does he deserve this opportunity?
He's number 2 in the world.
Does he deserve this opportunity? I'm asking you.
Johnny, if you're number 2 in the world and number 1, why would he not deserve it? If champions fight the top 10 in the rankings, why would number 2 not deserve it? It's cleaned up from English. The answering I'm giving should make it up.
Just say yes or no.
Does he deserve it? I'm asking you.
I'm gonna answer it my way, and you two can work it out. He's cleaned
Why
up.
are we working
He's
things
cleaned
out?
up from
Yes or no?
English level, Commonwealth, British, European, world number 2, boxing number 1. Of course, he deserves it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I just gave a whole achievement list there. And when he won that European title in Box Park, not this one, the one in Cradle, I said, let's pick up Europe's latest champion. There's always been respect there for Dan, but his narrative's a bit different to it. But Dan knows that I think he's a good fighter and all
the
of
respect is always theirs.
Don't tell me, tell him.
Because you've been there from the start, that's why, and I appreciate that. Like, he's been there from when I started as an amateur and I was crap. So he's literally seen the essentials. So you would, you know, any normal person would give that respect. And so, yeah.
Does that give you more of a point to prove?
Johnny, I've always got a point to prove. I ain't checked the bookies or whatever, but I'm sure, like again, he's the favourite. Like, I've always got a point to prove, man.
Do you think you're going to have your hands full Saturday night, Josh? Listening to him talk, listen to how he's, and watching him, how he's carried himself all the way through this, how he's fired himself up for this. Do you think you're going to have your hands full Saturday night?
Many fighters have spoken and behaved a certain way. And until that bell rings, we'll never know. So if right now Dan slapped me and was all aggressive, it's one energy, but when it's Saturday, that's when you see the real energy. So
Are you, because you know each other, expecting probably the toughest fight of your career Saturday night?
yeah, I'm expecting a hard night for sure. Yeah, for sure.
The toughest? Or
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
toughest?
Yeah, might be. Again, we never know. You've been there, you're ex-fighter. So when the bell rings and it ends, then we'll know. But I'm anticipating a tough fight.
To do this 2 days before the fight, this could be the straw that broke the camel's back, because two fighters have to talk like this in front of each other. At this point, the fight week, you're making weight. You do this, the weighing, and that's it. Now you've got to sit there and you've got to see in the eye, look in the eyes of each other and see who's got what. You're seeing how pumped up he is, how fired up he is. Has your opinion or your expectation changed at all?
What do you think, Johnny?
I think you've maintained the same attitude all the way through, but I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's what it is. It remains the same. You can't focus too much on any other thing. It has to be about me. I have to focus on myself, get my mind straight, whatever I have to do. Dan can behave however he wants. So it's remained the same.
Dan, can you see it?
Do you know why it remains that way? It's because both me and Josh, we know, like he said, the energy is different. Once that bell goes, me and him, we can talk a whole game. I can be yelling at him. We can go back and forth. But deep down, both of us, we both know that doesn't matter. What matters is Saturday. Do you know what I mean? Talk is cheap, sorry. Do you know what I mean? What is expensive is, what's between your chest, like in between your legs, balls, coronas. Do you know what I mean? That's what's expensive. And we both know that. So
a lot has been said between now and October? Has it now got more personal? Is it personal? Is now your heart and soul on this? Is it something? This is about pride now.
Yeah, because it's my legacy. Yeah, like it's not as personal towards Josh, but this is my life. This is my passion. You know what I mean? I'm trying to achieve something, like, and unfortunately, he's the one that's standing in the way of those. So yes, personal in that sense.
Has it affected your friendship?
Of course it has. I'm not texting Dan. I'm not calling him. After the fight, absolutely, but prior to that, nah. But it's something that when we both signed up for it, we understood. I didn't have to say to Dan, I'm never gonna call you, I'm never gonna text you. I wasn't expecting that from him, and he's not expecting that from me. So it's natural, it's natural.
Have you got a final message to Josh? They both had planned to say.
I didn't plan anything, but just
Give me a final message, man. No. Give him a final message.
Josh, I'll see you Saturday night, and may the best man win.
It's all yours.
Message to Dan, Saturday night, I'll be present, I'll be there.
It's a good turnout. The fans have turned up, and it feels like a big fight. Anybody got a message for the fans? For the fans, 8,000 tickets have gone next door. Fight was bigger than what it originally was. Josh, you being it?
Yeah, most importantly to the fans, I definitely appreciate the tuning, the anticipation, the expectations coming, and again, they use their money. Money's hard to earn in this life, so that I do appreciate, and the least we can do is put everything on the line, and that's what we're gonna do.
Dan, professional honesty, integrity. Is that what the fans can expect Saturday night?
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely expect two fighters who are going to put everything on the line. We have no choice but to, and I just want it to be a real good fight, man. I think the fans deserve it, and yeah, no, tune in and thank you for supporting the both of us, I guess.
Before I let you go, I want you to break down how you see the fight going.
How I see the fight going?
I'm coming to you next.
You got a bit more time to think then. How I see the fight going? The bell will ring, and at the end of it, I'll win. That's literally how I see it.
Distance, inside the distance. Does he make a mistake?
As I say, and I've said 12 rounds or less. So it's just the fight will begin, and however it ends, I'll make sure that.
Do you believe you knock him out?
There's a chance to. I'll take it. Yeah, if there's a chance to.
You're capable of doing it.
I've shown many times.
That was the wrong thing to say.
Yeah, I've shown many times.
That was the wrong thing to say.
What do you mean by that?
I've shown many times. I've had 17, knocked out 13. I've shown I can knock people out. It's not hidden. It's in there. It's on the internet.
You're smiling. Why was that the wrong thing to say?
He knows what he means when he's saying that.
Explain. You two know each other. Explain.
He knows what he means. But
explain.
You're right. You have shown it many times, and we'll see Saturday night.
Your turn. How's the fight go? Don't sit on the fence.
No, I'm not sitting on the fence. I envision maybe him trying to box a bit, but I think a war's just going to break out. I'll be honest. I feel like a war's going to break out. I know you can't go by sparring, but there's loads of times where even maybe we're doing tech sparring, and someone can land one shot and then, yeah, it's all over. Everything just goes out the window, and that's what I'm expecting, so we'll see.
Boys, Saturday night is when we're going to see it. I've asked this many times before, I always ask it. Are we going to get a handshake?
After the fight.
You heard it there.
After the fight?
100.
So no handshake, are we sure about that?
After the fight, Johnny.
What's changed, man?
Nothing. We're fighting in less than 2 days.
Dan, you cool with that?
Whatever he says goes. It's cool.
Let's have the face off, boys. Stand up. Let's do it.
Well, Andy, they're still going, the face-off is still happening. It was pretty tense, that, and I think it was quite indicative at the end from Joshua Buatsi when Johnny asked, is there going to be a handshake? Would you guys like to handshake? And he said after the fight, because Joshua's normally the gentleman, isn't he? It's not something we've seen from him necessarily before.
No, but as he says, he is just business. He's always been like that, and all fighters are like that. It kind of makes me laugh when I hear that.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice van.